Michelle Oluwaseyi Fayeun. I joined JCI in the year 2021, November 10th. It was a Sunday and it was in the afternoon. Funny story. I think at that point in my life, I wanted some fight. It was this student who went to school, went back home, went to church, went back home. So I had this triangle thing going on. But that period, I just needed something more, and JCI was there. So up until now, it still baffles me that I went through the whole process, considering how introverted I was. And so that was it. I basically just wanted something more. No, I wish I had joined sooner. That's it. But there's nothing I would change about my process in JCI or my journey in JCI. Everything has been, I would not say easy, but it has been wonderful. Thanks. Thank you. Wow. We met in JCI. Sorry, we met in JCI after I got inducted, and that was it, basically. Oh, I'm in the Department of Plant Biology and Biotechnology, although some of us like to call it just biotechnology. We need the plant biology. To avoid people from calling us abalist, but I'm from Plant Biology and Biotechnology. I am currently in my final year, which is 400 level. Do you want me to be honest? UNIBEN gave it to me. Medicine and surgery, that was the thing then. It was medicine and surgery. Then I remember my second choice was pharmacy. I do not know how I ended up in plant biology and biotechnology, considering had medicine and surgery, pharmacy. You should be thinking maybe dentistry or physiotherapy, one of those other courses somehow that I related, but decided to give me plant biology and biotechnology. In my course, I would say learning a lot of botanical names. That is like a major aspect of plant biology. You need to learn to name plants with their botanical names, so you cannot just see a flower or a plant and call them their common names. You have to call names like Tridax, Procumbens, Hibiscus sinensis, stuff like that. Okay, I am a social media manager. I help brands manage their social media presence, and in terms of engagement, followership, all of that, I'm your girl. And I also create content. I'm a big fan of content creation, so video content, audio content. In fact, I run a podcast, so life animation podcast. What do I do for fun? Sometimes I draw. I could show you a few of my drawings. I draw sometimes. I write, but that's like once in a blue moon. So what I do for fun, I read novels, basically a lot. Oh yes, I forgot one thing. One thing I do to relax, and that's baking. I bake cakes. Pick up lines. Okay, this one is quite common, but it's in my head, so I'm going to say it anyway. Fine girl, are you a lizard? Because I got my eyes ready. to becoming president. Okay, since I joined JCI, or ever since I joined JCI, I've watched people effect change. A lot of them have been inspirations to me at one point in my life or the other. And we are a leadership organization. So, not to say that I could not or I cannot effect change in other positions, say in like in the vice president administration or the executive vice president. But there are some changes that can only be effected if you are president. And being or seeing people who have gone through this process of leadership and how they have been able to put everything together, building their identity and all of that, and still making impact not just on their lives, but in the lives of people around them. That inspired me to run for presidency, and so far, I'm writing my own story. That's what I think. Oh, okay. So when I was running or when I was campaigning for this position, I wanted something in particular, not just to make the present better in our members currently, but I wanted to find a way to ensure that the work of all our past leaders was still being built upon, like they laid the foundation and we are just working with the blueprints they had. So keep simply means keeping the legacy of what people before us have built. That was how I came up with that tagline. First is availability. That is something I've heard from one of our past presidents. Availability is competence. Yes, you are competent at your job, but first you need to be available. Being in JCI, I come to learn competence is not enough. If you are competent and you are not there to do the job, everything will just go south. So the first thing I looked for was availability, and then competence, of course. So I did not go for people who were only available, but people who were willing to learn. I think that willing to learn. I did not go for people who were already experienced in the field, but generally just people who wanted to grow and wanted to be better versions of themselves, ready to put in the work. The journey it's been a good one. I would say not someone actually. Not to say that we've not had moments or one thing or the other wasn't going the way we planned it out, but I like being around my board. I like being around the members of JCIN and UNIBEN. Reminds you of what you are working for. Reminds you of the future you've envisioned for the organization. So it hasn't been easy, but spending every moment as president has been bliss for me. Has been learning, and it's been a great journey. Yeah. Do you mean personal or goals for the organization? Okay, let's start with for the organization. One of the things I wanted was to ensure that JCI or UNIBEN was not just known in the JCI world or in the JCI community. I mean, we are known in JCI Nigeria. One thing I wanted was for us to be known in the University of Benin, and by in the University of Benin, I mean with the administration of the University of Benin. That was why one of the first things we did was to pay a courtesy visit to the Vice Chancellor. We've also had a courtesy visit to the Dean of Students, the Chief Security Officers, and even various faculty deans. I believe that this ensures continuity in the organization. When the administration can trust you as an organization who is able to build leaders, make students more than students, then we have more credibility. Another thing is the alumni integration. Recently we had the alumni session where we had past President Amos Cole, we had President Victor Enabujoso, We had JCI Senator Alexander Ikomoni, all of which are past presidents of JCI and UNIBEN. We had them at the alumni session talk about their journey and everything. Now, this alumni integration does not stop at that session. No, we have the family system, and as you know, the family system is named after our alumni, so after past presidents of JCI and UNIBEN. We are finding, or we started the process actually of ensuring that this past presidents have access to the families. It means if we have the Alexander Ikomoni family, the Alexander Ikomoni family should have access to JCI Senator Alexander Ikomoni. So those are two of the many things I had initially planned for the organization. Now, speaking about personal goals, at the top of that list would be people management. Having to be president over a board of over 30 people. Trust me, we've had our differences, but I've been able to learn how to manage everybody individually, understand them more than them as board members, and this has helped me really greatly in my journey of being president. I believe this also helped me even after I stopped being president. Organization again, or personal? Okay. For organization, JCI UNIBEN Secretariat. Now, when I was running, I did not promise a secretariat, but we started something, a donation for the secretariat, and I believe this would help in the long run, even if we do not have a secretariat in this administration, which be a foundation or starting point for the next administration. Next, life. Real life. I'm grateful to JCI for giving me some taste of that life. JCI has built me, made me prepared for that life. So after being president, after graduating school, I'm looking at either I explore the fields of plant biology and biotechnology, or come to my already found hobby and something I'm very passionate about, marketing and content. I want to explore that aspect and see what it holds for me. I'm a creative. I love everything content. I love making videos. I love talking. I love writing. All of that. So that's the field I am very sure that I would explore. Okay. I think I would say I am not a leader simply because I am president of JCI Movement. I would like to think that I'm a leader because I know how to manage people. I'm a leader because when I see problems, I look for ways to solve them. I'm a leader because I care. That's it in summary. So do not wait until you get to that position before you start acting. See the lead and take the lead.